I was winning 28-7, and it lagged him out the game, and it gave me the loss. I was like, but that shit crazy. I was up.
Damn, the nigga out.
You can't lose. You can't lose though. But we ain't gonna get demoted. You gonna get promoted to Heisman if you win every single game.
You know you thought you gonna stay where you at.
I was in the grade too.
This nigga, two motherfuckers out. They ain't never get that. Fucking serious. Yo,
Bro, you just gotta get the defense. I just get the offense.
As they say around here, keep Austin weird. They're going to keep it electric today inside Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, home to the Longhorns. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Golden. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down. Texas long at the 19. Here comes the offense on first down. He's going to pass. Moving away from pressure. It's complete. A huge pickup. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Texas. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, they wanted to be aggressive in the passing game, and they didn't waste a lot of time. They take a shot vertically down the field to their star player. He makes the play, and he makes the defense pay.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. First down here for the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
He wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Back to throw, it's Milroe. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the catch. It's Prentice. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
And quarterback, dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
To the air, it's Milroe. Quickly complete. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
Texas 7, Alabama 0.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intention. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown tie. Lining up to add another. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone, it's golden. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Gets it out fast. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy. And
a shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
That incompletion leads to second down and 10. Looking to pass, it's Ewers. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, the speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Moore. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone.
He'll take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
This time on target. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Now from inside the red zone. Moves around to clear up the vision. Finds his man. It's Bolden. And they're able to make the tackle.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Looking to throw, it's Ewers. Now he's going to break the pocket. Firing to the right, complete. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants to pass it on second down. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Only 7 seconds remaining in the first half. Let's see how they play it here on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Scanning the field, it's Milroe. Fires to the right. Got his man. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Texas 14.
The Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half.
Number 15 set to kick this one. Texas.
Coming out with it, it's Adams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Alabama pushing the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. The give is to Miller. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Grabbed in the middle. It's Prentice. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. calls his own number. Got the first down and more. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they closed the deal with a scintillating 52-yard jaunt to the house. All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
Texas.
He'll bring it out. It's Golden. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here. You're trying to get aggressive. You're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't hook up.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. He's moving out of the pocket. He's not afraid to go deep. Snags it on the right. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against. Find those guys, let them make plays for you.
DBs will try to keep everything in front. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He'll try it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They take the lead with the 6.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike.
Texas.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The offense lining up for a first down play. The option look. Now the toss. Fights off a defender. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Texas 21, Alabama 14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Back open in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. He wants to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they take it in for 6 more points. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The kickoff team out there getting set. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Alabama offense. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Alabama quickly back to the line. Back to pass, it's Milroe. Looking to scramble. And this defense is bringing the Heat another sack. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going to run it. Finds a crease at the 20. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The incomplete pass, fourth down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Caught in the backfield. It's Blue. You're not getting him on the ground. Still on his feet. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're lining up to boot it.